When someone dares to interfere with a chosen one, they often underestimate the invisible protection that surrounds them. A chosen one is not just an ordinary individual walking through life on their own. They carry a divine assignment, and with that assignment comes a shield of protection that cannot be seen with physical eyes but is very real in the spiritual realm. This protection manifests in countless ways, sometimes through sudden escapes from danger, other times through doors being shut before harm can enter. Those who attempt to harm a chosen one quickly find themselves facing forces beyond their understanding, because the chosen one is covered by divine authority that ensures their purpose is not cut short. It is almost as if an invisible army goes before them, warning them of traps, guiding them away from schemes, and turning weapons aimed at them into dust before they can do damage. The protection does not always mean the chosen one never faces challenges, but it does mean that those challenges cannot destroy them, and enemies who rise up against them will never succeed in the way they planned. Many times, adversaries wonder why their attacks fail, why their lies don't stick, why their betrayals are uncovered so quickly. It is not by coincidence, it is by divine design. Because a chosen one's life is orchestrated by a higher plan, people who come against them are not only contending with flesh and blood, they are contending with the very spiritual forces assigned to guard the chosen one's destiny. There are moments when enemies think they have gained the upper hand, only for circumstances to shift suddenly in favor of the chosen one, leaving the plotters exposed and vulnerable. This is divine protection in action, ensuring that no weapon formed against them prospers, no trap set for them remains hidden, and no curse spoken over them takes root. The enemies themselves may not realize what they are stepping into when they target a chosen one, but they soon experience the backlash of trying to interfere with divine purpose. Sometimes this protection shows up as inner wisdom, a sudden intuition that leads the chosen one to avoid a situation, decline an invitation, or walk away from someone whose intentions are harmful. Other times, protection manifests externally, through people placed in their path to defend them, opportunities that rise up just when they are needed most, or divine timing that ensures they are always positioned safely even when danger lurks nearby. When someone messes with a chosen one, they find themselves battling not against one individual, but against an entire force of protection designed by God Himself to keep that person safe. The chosen one is like a vessel carrying light that must not be extinguished, so the protection that surrounds them is relentless. It can frustrate enemies, confuse attackers, and silence those who rise against them, because nothing can bypass the spiritual covering that ensures the chosen one completes their assignment. Even in the midst of trials, the divine protection becomes more visible, because enemies may strike but their blows will never land the way they intended. The more opposition a chosen one faces, the stronger the shield becomes, creating a cycle where every attack only serves as proof that the protection is real and unstoppable. Those who try to harm or manipulate them often leave empty-handed, confused, and in some cases, facing the consequences of their own schemes, because divine protection is not only a shield but also a mirror, reflecting back the energy that was meant for the chosen one. This is why anyone who thinks they can break a chosen one will eventually discover that their efforts only make that person stronger and more unshakable in their divine calling. Karma and spiritual consequences are forces that cannot be avoided, no matter how powerful or clever someone believes they are. When an individual chooses to harm, betray, or attack a chosen one, they set in motion a chain of events that always comes back to them. A chosen one is divinely aligned, and because of this alignment, the universe itself defends them by balancing out the energy sent their way. If someone spreads lies about a chosen one, that same deceit will eventually circle back and reveal the true character of the one who spread it. If someone tries to block a chosen one's progress, they will find that doors begin closing in their own life. often in the very areas they value most. The law of cause and effect becomes magnified when directed toward the chosen one because the spiritual realm treats them as sacred vessels carrying light and purpose, and any interference with that light invites judgment. Enemies may believe their actions are hidden, but spiritual consequences are not concerned with secrecy. They unfold in unexpected ways, often at moments when the offender least expects it, striking their peace, relationships, finances, or opportunities. This is not because the chosen one seeks revenge but because divine justice operates on their behalf, making sure that no harm directed toward them goes unanswered. Many who mess with the chosen one later find themselves experiencing setbacks that mirror the harm they tried to cause. If they tried to humiliate the chosen one, they may face public embarrassment. If they attempted to steal from the chosen one, they may face loss in their own lives. The consequences are often precise, almost as though the universe custom tailors the lessons so that the offender learns the weight of their actions. Karma is not always immediate, and sometimes the delay makes people think they have escaped. But when it strikes, it comes with a force that cannot be ignored. Spiritual consequences also go deeper than material loss. Those who cross a chosen one often feel an unsettling heaviness, as if peace has been removed from their lives. They may struggle with restlessness, confusion, or an inner emptiness that cannot be filled, because by harming a chosen one they disturb the natural balance of energy and invite chaos into their own spirit. Their own guilt and awareness may torment them, even if they never admit it outwardly. The light of the chosen one exposes the shadows of their actions, and in that exposure they cannot run from the truth of what they did. The karmic cycle ensures that every energy they projected finds its way back, and often multiplied, as a reminder that interfering with divine destiny comes with a price. For the chosen one, these consequences serve as confirmation that they are protected, because while they continue to rise and move forward, those who oppose them stumble under the weight of their own choices. Spiritual law is impartial, and it makes sure that balance is always restored. The more malicious the intent against the chosen one, the heavier the consequences become. Some adversaries lose friendships, others lose credibility, and still others lose opportunities that were once guaranteed. These are not coincidences but orchestrated lessons from the spiritual realm, teaching them that the energy one sends out returns without fail. In many cases, the offender eventually realizes that every setback they face is connected to how they treated the chosen one, and this realization brings them face to face with the reality of their actions. Karma and spiritual consequences are the invisible justice system that ensures the chosen one's journey is not derailed by outside interference, and those who think they can escape it inevitably discover that their actions were never free from accountability. The light carried by a chosen one is not just symbolic, it is an actual force that radiates through their presence, words, and actions, making it impossible for hidden darkness to remain concealed around them. When someone with ill intentions comes close to a chosen one, their schemes, lies, and manipulations begin to surface in ways they did not anticipate. The very energy of the chosen one acts as a mirror, reflecting back the truth of who people are, stripping away masks and exposing deceit that might have otherwise remained hidden. This is why individuals with secret agendas often feel uncomfortable in the presence of a chosen one. Their light is too pure to allow shadows to thrive, and those who try to mask envy, hatred, or falsehoods eventually reveal themselves under the pressure of that spiritual illumination. It is not that the chosen one goes out of their way to expose others, but their natural energy simply draws out what is real and what is false, leaving no room for pretense. People who attempt to manipulate or deceive them often find themselves confessing unintentionally, slipping up in their words, or being exposed through circumstances that align perfectly to bring the truth forward. This is the power of divine light. It has a way of unveiling everything hidden in darkness, not through human effort but through the spiritual authority that surrounds a chosen one. Those who think they can secretly plot against them discover that nothing remains hidden for long, because their energy field is like a beacon that uncovers lies. The chosen one may walk into a room and unknowingly trigger revelations, as their presence alone can make deceitful individuals uncomfortable enough to reveal themselves. This exposure can happen publicly, where an enemy's true nature is revealed to others, or privately, where the chosen one simply gains clarity about who can and cannot be trusted. Either way, the outcome is the same. The darkness cannot remain hidden. When enemies attempt to spread rumors or act with hidden malice, the light of the chosen one works in mysterious ways to bring the truth to the surface. Lies lose their power, masks fall away, and false narratives collapse because truth always aligns itself with light. Even those who pretend to be allies while secretly working against the chosen one will eventually be revealed, often at the moment when their exposure has the greatest impact. The light makes it impossible for them to continue in deception without being uncovered. This constant unveiling is what makes many people fearful of crossing a chosen one, because they instinctively sense that nothing they do will remain in the shadows. The exposure does not only affect enemies on a surface level, it can pierce into the very core of their lives, unraveling relationships, reputations, and even opportunities that were built on falsehood. The more they try to hide, the brighter the light shines, and the clearer their true intentions become to everyone around them. For the chosen one, this is a blessing, because it saves them from long-term harm by revealing who stands with them and who stands against them before it is too late. Enemies who thought they could disguise themselves as friends or trusted allies eventually find themselves revealed in ways they cannot control. This exposure is not meant to humiliate but to uphold divine order, making sure the chosen one remains surrounded by truth and authenticity. The light within them has a cleansing effect, sweeping away falsehoods and leaving only what aligns with higher purpose. This is why people who live in deceit, jealousy, or manipulation cannot stand too close for too long, and the energy becomes unbearable, and their own hidden darkness betrays them. The chosen one does not even need to confront them directly, because the spiritual energy they carry ensures that every hidden thing comes to light at the right time.